Hey, it's Stephanie with RevelationU. How are you? Did you have a great weekend? It was beautiful here in Ohio, so hopefully you had a similar experience wherever you are. Yeah. So I wanted to share something with you. This morning I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about the dragonfly life cycle. Do you know about this? I didn't know about this. I found it really, really interesting. So, okay, they start as eggs in the water, right? And then they become this water predator where they're living in the water, eating larvae and different things, and they live most of their life in the water. And they're called dragonfly nymphs. That's what they're called here in the stage. And they go through several different stages as a dragonfly nymph. So they're continuously growing and shedding and leveling up essentially at each stage. And then one day they decide to check out what's going on above the water. So they climb up a reed, they're out of the water, they probably aren't breathing very well because they have the gills and they inside the water, they're used to breathing water. So what they do is their body breaks open. It breaks open and completely splits apart and their new body emerges, right? And it's an extremely difficult process for them because it takes a lot of time and it uses a lot of energy. And also, during this time, as they're being broken open, they're very vulnerable to other animals. A bird could, swoop down and snatch them up and have a nice little snack. I mean, they're just hanging there on the reed, not able to fly yet, not sure of what they're even doing there, you know? And then once the transformation is complete, they end up as this beautiful winged creature that's capable of amazing aerial acrobatics. Isn't that interesting? I had no idea. I thought it was so cool. And it really got me thinking that we are a lot like dragonflies, I think. You know, most of us, live a long period of our lives completely unaware of the capabilities that we actually have, the actual potential that we have inside of us. And we do what we're supposed to do every day, like the good little dragonfly nymphs we are. We go to work, take care of the kids, do the goodie bags, the big sales, all the stuff. And there are things that encourage us to, you know, shed and grow, like the dragonfly nymphs, right? They go through several changes. Then one day we get an inkling that there's more to this experience that I'm not getting. I'm feeling a little exhausted, a little bored. I'm feeling like there's more. I can give more. I can do more. Life doesn't need to be this way. It doesn't really feel right to me. I'm not really sure what to do. So, there's a little light over here. Somebody's, talking about this over here. Maybe I'll go in this direction and check it out, right? So we aren't really sure when we go down that path, right? But we feel like we need to investigate. We really feel like something needs to be different. So let's just check it out. Let's just see what this is all about. And when we branch out from our norm to explore this idea that we're curious about. And as we do, we are pulled into a direction that may seem a little too different, a little too intense, a little too, you know what, that's not what I'm used to, right? That's not what I'm used to. That's too different. I can't go over there. Even though it feels like I want to go over here, I don't know if I'm ready, right? Well, as we start moving in that direction, even though it seems a little intense, and we might even have to go through traumas like, maybe we experience a job loss, or maybe we get sick if we're taking our time in this period of unknown and not sure which direction. We might get pushed a little bit, and those might be very traumatic for us. So again, sickness, job loss, divorce, those things might happen to continue to push us forward and continue to push us forward to realize our full potential if we aren't just going there on our own. And as we go through these traumas, it's because we are breaking open into our potential and breaking open into this completely new person, you know? And we may want to turn back, but we know we can't. We know we can't. We just can't. We can't go back. We have to continue moving forward. And as we come to the end of our metamorphosis, standing there in this new body, this new mindset, unsure of what to do next because, well, we never planned for this. We never planned to be in this spot. We never planned to do something different. We just didn't plan for this, you know? Someone or something comes along to give us support, to give us the courage, to give us permission to move forward and to help show us the way and to show it's okay. We already have everything in us. Just like that puff of wind comes along and gives the dragonfly the permission and the push to fly because it didn't know it could fly before. But that puff of air comes along and supports it on its journey. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? You know, and do you think a dragonfly nymph realizes it can fly when it's in the water? I don't know. Do you think it realizes that there's more to life, more to see, more to experience, new bugs to eat? I don't know. Do you think it's, once it actually becomes a dragonfly, do you think it misses its old life in the water? Does it even remember its old life in the water? You know, just like the dragonfly, you are born to break through and grow and transform several times in order to realize your full potential. And when you do level up, download new software, get the upgrade, you'll barely remember what life was like before. I mean, think about it. I mean, for me at least, college seems like a complete lifetime ago. I was a completely different person. You know, you might feel that way too. Maybe, you know, if you've gone through a career change or a divorce or an illness or something like that, looking back on your old life and how it was before, it's completely different. And you may not even remember those feelings on a day-to-day basis of what it was like, right? Now you've transformed, you've leveled up, you've learned new things, you've grown, you've evolved. And, you know, because you're operating, and you'll barely remember because you're operating from a different place. You're operating from a different mindset, a mindset that's free from judgment, free from ridicule, full of freedom and fun. It's there. And when you finally take ownership of the choices that you've made that have been good, that haven't been good for you, like whether it's people or jobs or addictions or other mindsets that have kept you stuck and caused you so much trouble, you know, you'll realize that they no longer bother you anymore because you understand the reality of what those were. And because you see things from a different perspective and you have that awareness that you didn't have before, and you understand the connected nature of your experience, that allows you to be free and to live the way you want to live, to do the things you want to do, to experience the things you want to experience, because you realize you can. It's all there for you to take ownership of, right? And if you're on this journey out of the dark, out of the water that's been surrounding you, you know, if you're crawling up that reed and you're ready to transform, but it's a little scary and you're not sure if you can do it, I would love to support you on that path. I would love to support you on that path. That path to freedom and purpose and passion and a great fun life, knowing that you're living up to your potential, knowing that you're doing the things that you came here to do. My Conscious Leadership Program kicks off on July 16th. Visit RevelationU.com to learn more and to book a breakthrough session. This program isn't for everyone, you know, it's for the little dragonfly nymphs that are on the reed and are ready to take off and really need support through this transformation time period. You know, they're learning, they're growing, they're breaking open into this new person full of potential. That's the person that's right for this program. I believe you are. I believe you're right for this program. So go to RevelationU.com and learn more and book a breakthrough session. It starts next week. The program starts next week for 8 people, right? Eight little dragonflies that are ready to transform and break out and fly around. So make sure you secure your spot today because space is limited. So I just wanted to share that dragonfly story with you. I don't know if you are familiar with it at all. I didn't know dragonflies went through this experience, and I found it really cool, and I'll never look at them the same way again. Just as I don't look at people the same way that I did before I started learning more about the concepts of awareness and energy management and connection. I look at the world in a completely different way. People, experiences, situations, I see things in a different way. I understand the underlying connection, and I understand the reason. I think in some cases it takes time to figure out. I understand why things are happening, and I appreciate it in a different way. So you are capable of so much more than you can even imagine. We all are, So keep going on with your journey to be revealed. Keep doing it. Read books, watch videos, take courses, get coached, whatever you need to do. Get there. Get there. You deserve it. That's what you're here for. To have a good time, to live your purpose, and to feel free and passionate and fulfilled. Let's do it. See you next time.